Over the age of 50, cheese can leave a permanent mark on the brain. The fastest way to improve memory is to avoid certain foods, specifically foods that contain an enzyme called diacetyl. Diacetyl is put in many of today's processed health foods to add flavor. These flavorings have a strong impact on the brain, and they can make extremely bland food taste amazing. The diacetyl often passes through the blood-brain barrier, leading to plaque forming in the brain. This is often what causes memory decline. It's not actually always age like most people think, but the good news is that these foods are really easy to avoid. My name is Dr. Sam Walters. I am a former NASA scientist and brain health specialist. After helping thousands of patients with their memory, I've decided to create a special presentation that anyone can watch from home that shares what the top foods are to avoid for memory loss.
Shocking new research is pointing to microwave popcorn as a potential cause of Alzheimer's disease. Seems crazy, I know, but here's the proof. Recently, a team of researchers from the University of Minnesota set out to determine if a chemical used to give microwave popcorn its buttery flavor could be toxic to your brain. During the study, researchers were shocked to discover that not only does this chemical flavoring easily make its way to the blood supply in your brain, but it can also cause the creation of beta-amyloid proteins, the telltale marker of Alzheimer's disease. Now, you might be thinking, I don't eat a lot of popcorn, so I'm okay. But here's the truth. It isn't just popcorn that's causing this. In fact, a recent 6-year-long study involving 2,560 participants discovered additional foods even more devastating to your brain. And Dr. Sam Walters, a former NASA food scientist, brain health and longevity specialist, has taken this new research one step further, putting together a list of 5 foods that can trigger Alzheimer's. In this fast-paced presentation, he'll reveal his latest findings. You'll discover the real reason elephants never forget, and how a secret society of Tibetan monks with steel-trap memories are living to be a healthy 100 years of age and beyond, and who rarely fall victim to sickness and disease. Plus, you'll hear as Dr. Walters describes in detail these 5 foods that are wiping your memory clean. So make sure you watch this presentation to the very end as he reveals each sinister food, including the brain-damaging chemical found in microwave popcorn. He'll explain how each of these seemingly innocent and common foods is putting you at risk for Alzheimer's disease and dementia. He'll also tell you exactly what you can do right now to protect yourself and those you love from the damaging effects of these forbidden foods, no matter how long you've been eating them or how much of them you have consumed. Here's Dr. Sam Walters.
Hi, this is Dr. Sam Walters. In over 48 years of practice, treating over 100,000 patients, giving lectures around the world and developing nutritional formulas, most notably for NASA. Sometimes I think I've seen it all. And today I have a heavy heart as our country is in the grips of a nationwide epidemic that's stealing the best years from our nation's aging and retired right before their so-called golden years. Let me get right to the point. Age-related memory loss is quickly becoming the fastest-growing health threat to our country, with 40 million currently suffering and estimates of it climbing to 150 million in the coming years. If you plan to live to 85 years or older, your chances of getting debilitating memory issues are 1 in 2. But I'm here to tell you there is hope. No matter how old you are, no matter what you may have heard, there is now a way to get the best brain of your life at 50, 60, 70, and even 80 years or more, all without harmful prescriptions or harsh medications. So, if you ever want to think fast on your feet and never feel foggy-minded again, zip through a crossword puzzle the way you used to, remember names in an instant, even the people you only met once years ago. Recall phone numbers, passwords, right off the top of your head. Never forget an important appointment, anniversary, birthday, or any big day again. And you want to ensure you're doing everything in your power to protect your memory? Then make sure to listen to every word of this presentation. Now, I'm not going to tell you to stop eating your favorite foods. I am, however, going to reveal the 5 foods that I consider to be brain killers. These are foods that I recommend you never eat. So please pay close attention, as 90% of the people watching this will have at least 2 of these brain killers in their kitchen right now. The signs of memory loss creep up on us earlier than we think. It starts out innocently enough. You can't remember where you last put your keys. You overlook a doctor's appointment. You walk into a room and suddenly cannot remember why you went in there. And while we may not realize what starts out as an innocent, oops, I forgot moment, can very quickly turn into something far more serious. Right before your eyes, you start to notice you feel foggy-headed, and even with coffee, you just don't have the same get up and go. You have trouble following conversations and struggle to find the right words. You forget where you put your car keys or misplace your glasses. You often walk into a room looking for something and completely forget why you walked into the room in the first place. You begin to forget birthdays and anniversaries of special people in your life. Now, you may be tempted to shrug it off as an inevitable part of growing older, but there's something you should know. These can all be signs of age-related memory loss, and it's my mission to share this message of hope with as many people possible, because I want you to know it's not your fault. Dirty politicians and their backdoor deals, big pharma, and food manufacturers are all in cahoots to conceal the truth about these tried and true natural remedies. In fact, a top senator is working tirelessly to ban one of the most potent brain nutrients I'm going to reveal today. I'm going to shed some light on the truth so you're no longer kept in the dark. These dirty politicians have no interest in you knowing about these proven ancient remedies. Their only interest is in staying in power. Although some pharmaceutical companies do provide life-saving medicine, most have no interest in prevention or in natural alternatives. And it all comes down to one thing: profit. You see, if it comes from Mother Nature, there is no money in it for Big Pharma because it can't be patented. And without big money, no one wants you to have access to these natural remedies. You know, trouble is our food manufacturers are also putting poison in our food supply. These companies have no interest in the health of you or your loved ones. They'll do whatever it takes to make their shareholders more profit. But here's how you can fight back. First, make sure you have pen and paper handy, because now I'm going to share with you the 5 foods that could be killing your brain. Now, I know your time is valuable, so I packed a lot of information in this short video. Put away your cell phone and get ready to take some notes, as you're going to want to write down these 5 brain killers. Brain killer number 1, it's called MSG, or monosodium glutamate. This is a very toxic substance that wreaks havoc throughout the body. It causes headaches, high blood pressure, and it can literally kill brain cells. What's even worse is now food manufacturers are trying to hide this ingredient with clever and innocent sounding names like hydrolyzed protein, natural flavoring, autolyzed yeast extract, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. That brings me to brain killer number 2. This brain destroyer masquerades as a health food because it's low glycemic, yet it may be the most potent brain destroyer of them all. It's called aspartame, and it's sold under the label NutraSweet or Equal. It's a 100% synthetic substance, not found in nature, that has absolutely no nutritional value. Plus, aspartame accounts for over 75% of the adverse reactions reported to the FDA. Many of these reactions are very serious, including seizures and even death. Aspartame and MSG are both excitotoxins because they excite or stimulate the brain cell to death. That brings me to the 3rd brain killer, sucralose, sold under the label Splenda. It's very important to realize that Splenda, also called sucralose, is not sugar, despite its marketing slogan, made from sugar, so it tastes like sugar. It's actually a chlorinated artificial sweetener in line with aspartame. You see, they take an ordinary sugar molecule and then add 3 chloride ions. Anytime chlorine is combined with carbon, it becomes a toxic substance. This is how pesticides and herbicides are created. Now, the best thing you can do is to try to minimize your exposure to these neurotoxins. I suggest you take it a step further. New research proves that you can do far more than just protect your brain from age-related memory loss. In fact, you can dramatically improve your memory and experience a sharper, quicker brain in months, not years. According to the world's leading experts in memory research, Scientists now know that you can dramatically improve your memory and regain the focus you had 20, 30, 40, and in some cases, even 50 years ago. Imagine never misplacing your car keys or forgetting a loved one's birthday because your thinking is quicker and more clear-headed than it's been in years. Imagine learning a new computer game or finishing the crossword puzzle in record time because you're suddenly more focused and mentally alert. Imagine greeting each day with eagerness and enthusiasm and not having to worry about embarrassing senior moments ever again. Deep in the rainforests of Tibet, there is a secluded clan of elderly monks with a remarkable secret. Researchers discovered these elderly monks had steel-trapped minds, rarely fell victim to mind-numbing disease, and were living to a happy 100 years of age. While many American seniors struggle to remember their kids or how to eat with a fork, these monks remember thousands of pages of archaic scripture. While some boomers become grumpy with each passing year, these monks bounce from task to task with the zeal of a love-struck 20-year-old and can focus for 2 to 3 hours at a time. What's the memory secret of the Tibetan monks? Well, the answer is found in their garden. For centuries, these reclusive monks have eaten a rare herb which grows rampant in Tibet. Ancient scripture says this flower fights evil spirits and negative energy. As a result, these monks began planting it in their garden centuries ago. Many call it the water weed, since it requires buckets of rain and little sunshine. It's called Bacopa monera. You may recall when I said that monks could memorize thousands of pages of archaic scripture and could recite biblical verse with ease and did this at a healthy 100 years of age. Well, it turns out researchers in Australia published a study about Bacopa's ability to boost memory in folks over the age of 55. A double-blind, placebo-controlled study targeted 98 participants. Each received Bacopa or a sugar pill for 12 weeks. The conclusion? Scientists discovered participants given Bacopa improved verbal learning, memory, and recall ability. The researchers said Bacopa significantly improved memory acquisition and retention. A total of 14 studies confirms this finding that Bacopa improves memory, boosts retention of new information, and helps block out distractions. It's no wonder these monks have the remarkable ability to memorize and recall archaic scripture and dense biblical verse at 80, 90, and even 100 years of age. I consider Bacopa mind insurance against the evil brain toxins. But it's not the only ingredient you need to ensure your brain stays healthy throughout the best years of your life. I've discovered other brain stimulators you need to know about. The first one is like a breath of fresh air to your tired, forgetful brain. It's a secret behind an elephant's ability to never forget anything. Like when Jenny the elephant was introduced to a new elephant named Shirley at the Elephant Sanctuary in Hohenwald, Tennessee. Immediately, Jenny the elephant could hardly contain herself with excitement. As Jenny and Shirley met, they instantly clenched trunks and started bellowing with happiness. It was an intense, animated, and emotional reunion. But to everyone's knowledge at the Elephant Sanctuary, these elephants had never met. After some digging, they found out that Shirley had been in the circus with Jenny for a few months 23 years ago. Elephants' remarkable recall power, researchers believe, is a big part of how elephants survive. Legend has it that elephants' remarkable memory comes from the living fossil tree of longevity. This ancient tree has been unchanged for nearly 270 million years. It is considered a living fossil, and each tree has a lifespan of 3,500 years. The tree is so prized that the Chinese take great measure to protect and preserve it, allowing no one to cut down a tree, and all roads and buildings must be constructed as to protect them. You will find these trees around temples to ward off evil spirits and as a symbol of longevity. The tree I'm referring to is the ginkgo biloba tree, a favorite leaf of the elephant. Ginkgo has been used extensively for centuries as an effective treatment for circulatory disorders and to enhance memory. The leaves contain glycosides and terpenoids, which have a neuroprotective and anti-stress effect on the brain. These results have been confirmed in several studies, but more importantly, I've seen the effects firsthand in my clinic. But this ancient memory nutrient has also been shown to give aging brains the learning speed of a youthful brain. In a clinical trial in France, seniors taking ginkgo showed remarkable improvement in cognitive processing. In fact, the researchers said the speed of their thinking was comparable to that of a healthy young person. But this comes as no surprise to the Chinese, as they've been using it for thousands of years to power up short-term memory, improve attention span, and boost mood. But while other vasodilators help increase blood flow throughout the body, these two have the unique ability to concentrate the flow of blood to the vessels and capillaries of the brain. That's why these two brain nutrients work synergistically to improve mental focus, concentration, and memory. Just like our cars need gas for maximum performance, so does your brain. Only this time the fuel isn't gas, but nutrient-rich oxygenated blood. So far, we've talked about how you can protect your brain from toxins, flood our brain with nutrient-rich blood flow. But here's how to supercharge your brain with this thinking fuel. As we age, our bodies and mind have a hard time rebuilding and replenishing our fuel sources. In our brain, there is one key neurotransmitter responsible for all cognition related to learning and memory. It's called acetylcholine. And when we don't have enough of it in our brain, we become foggy. We forget things, or we forget where we put the darn keys. From the Chinese club moss comes a powerful extract called huperzine. It has been clinically studied for decades and is currently being used in Europe for the treatment of a variety of cognitive disorders. Imagine for a moment that your brain is currently getting 10 miles per gallon. It doesn't take long to drain the tank with that type of fuel economy. Well, with huperzine, you'll suddenly get 30 miles to the gallon. You'll feel as if you have more hours in the day as your brain whirls along. It works by blocking an enzyme that degrades acetylcholine in your brain. By blocking this enzyme, it allows you to have more acetylcholine for longer. You'll feel it working as your memory glitches become a thing of the past. It gets even better. PS, which in short for phosphatidylserine, often referred to as the memory molecule in medical circles. It's not known exactly how PS winds the clock back on aging brains, but the results are evident. Old brains become young again. Formerly blackened zones on CAT scans spark back to life. What PS does is essentially replace old and broken cell membranes with shiny new tissue. This happens at a surprising pace, and the effects are like night and day because PS is also a building block of the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. PS is quite literally a brain nutrient that is an integral component to the structure of the brain and spinal cord. In a double-blind, placebo-controlled study, patients aged 60 to 80 years old who had some non-dementia-related memory difficulties were tested on memory and mood. 72 subjects were randomly assigned to receive PS daily for 3 months. Based on results, researchers calculated that the cognitive clock of these participants was turned back 12 years, a magnitude of effect that he and his colleagues concluded may be considered significant by many subjects and clinicians. When taken for long enough, it really does have the lights back on effect. I've witnessed it firsthand in my clinic with thousands upon thousands of patients. These brain-boosting ingredients do make a huge difference. Now, you might be thinking, I'll just run down to the local drugstore and pick up these individual ingredients, but I have to warn you, it's not easy. Many of the key ingredients are either constantly out of stock, are very expensive, or extremely hard to get. Even then, you can't be sure to have the right doses, combined in the right way, from the most potent sources.
Hey there, my name is Brian. I'm Dr. Sam's right-hand man. Dr. Sam takes care of the science while I take care of the nitty-gritty details of bringing his health-transforming ideas to life. And let me tell you, it hasn't been easy. Even with Dr. Sam being able to lean on his connections from NASA and his medical background to get in touch with some of the best manufacturers in the world, finding the highest quality sources for the memory-protecting ingredients Dr. Sam's formula uses, all of which of course have to be third-party tested for purity and effectiveness, has taken months of planning and countless negotiations. But it was all worth it. Because what Dr. Sam and I both consider to be the world's best memory protector and cognitive enhancer finally saw the light of day in one small but extremely promising batch. Now, that all sounds great in theory, but what are the actual results? We offered the very first batch to a select group of Dr. Sam's patients. Each of them took a precise dose of Dr. Sam's formula every morning with breakfast for a couple of weeks, and at first they didn't notice much of a change. Honestly, it was more than a little discouraging. But I shouldn't have worried, because soon enough, the patients were calling and emailing to say something had clearly changed. They started to feel their mental fog disappearing. They reported feeling sharper and quicker witted, finding it easier to remember names when they met people, and more like their old selves again. The results exceeded even our wildest expectations. Word quickly spread, and before long we were being bombarded by calls and emails asking how to get hold of Dr. Sam's formula. It was clear we had to get this out to as many people as possible. We call this brain-saving solution Youthful Brain. Youthful Brain is the only 100% natural, doctor-formulated brain health solution that protects, restores, and enhances your memory and cognitive abilities as you age. Just take a few easy-to-swallow pills with breakfast and let science do the rest. Youthful Brain contains 5 powerful ingredients supported by multiple clinical studies to help turbocharge your brain at the cellular level while slamming the brakes on mental decline, and is proudly made right here in America in our FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility. After sourcing the freshest, purest ingredients, we process them using equipment that is regularly monitored and disinfected. Then we turn them into easy-to-swallow pills using the same technology that presses coal into diamonds. After that, each batch is tested by a third-party lab to verify the quality and purity, ensuring that Youthful Brain is non-GMO, safe, and gentle on your stomach, contains no dangerous toxins or stimulants, and is completely non-habit-forming. Since its release, Youthful Brain has improved the thinking abilities and protected the memories of over 172,000 people. People like Cynthia from Texas, who bought Youthful Brain for her father.
Yeah, I noticed you said that your father had almost immediate results, and I guess, we'd kind of like to know, how soon did you notice results once your dad started taking Youthful Brain?
I can say unequivocally that we had noticed improvement within a couple of days. He became more engaged in wanting to talk about his old friends and started remembering friends from when he was really young, and he remembered everybody's name, where they lived. He was even remembering addresses of people's homes, or where he lived, his home address, and then the names of his teachers and classmates, and it's remarkable. So all that started to come back.
Or Wendy Austin, 70, from Wilmington, North Carolina, who told us,
"Hi, Dr. Sam. This is Wendy Austin. My memory has gotten much better, and I just turned 70, so you do lose a little, but this is helping me so much." Within a month, I saw results. I was having a terrible time with spelling, and I was always a great speller, and remembering where I put my keys, when my appointments were. I just didn't seem to be able to remember important items. These are signs that you need some help, and I got the help with this formula.
Or Victoria McCamey from West Palm Beach, Florida, who said,
I know it works. It just makes me feel better, and it makes me feel like I'm remembering more of like names and recall, anything that can help you improve your brain and your ability to think and to get out and to do is well worth the money that you spend on it.
By now, I'm guessing you're itching to try this one-of-a-kind solution for yourself. And you should be. That's because Youthful Brain is the first of its kind, a scientifically backed solution designed from the ground up to protect your most precious memories. So, with all that in mind, here's how you can get Youthful Brain today. First, what you need to know is that we will never cut any corners when it comes to sourcing the highest quality ingredients. You're always guaranteed to receive a premium, state-of-the-art product with clinically proven ingredients that has worked for thousands of users just like you. We spare no expense when formulating Youthful Brain, especially considering how hard it is to get genuine versions of the active ingredients. Bottom line, high-quality ingredients that do what they're supposed to do don't come cheap. However, when you compare the price of Youthful Brain with the outdated, ineffective, filler-filled formulations you might find elsewhere, combined with the lack of real alternative solutions to protect against age-related memory loss and cognitive decline, we could easily offer Youthful Brain at a very high price. And considering the results users and their loved ones have seen, most of them said they would pay almost any price without even blinking. Think about it. How much would you be willing to invest to stay feeling razor sharp well into your 80s and beyond? No more so-called senior moments. No more forgetting names, dates, or words mid-sentence. No more having to worry about losing your independence or becoming a burden on your loved ones. What would you be willing to spend if you were absolutely, positively sure this formula would do wonders for you? $300? $500? $1,000? But you know what? Far be it from me to put a price on your health or peace of mind that comes from knowing you've done everything in your power to protect your memory and cognition as you age. That's why we originally thought that in order to make Youthful Brain affordable for most people, while still covering the ingredients, costs, and at least some of the research time Dr. Sam invested, the retail value of Youthful Brain should be $209.95. Honestly, this is a steal considering what this one-of-a-kind formulation can do. However, the goal with Youthful Brain has always been to get it into the hands of as many people as possible. That's why we decided to cut out the middleman. Instead of selling it in stores only to have them mark up the price of Youthful Brain, we decided to make it available only on this website and pass the savings on to you. This means you don't need to invest $209.95 to keep your brain razor sharp and firing on all cylinders. You won't even have to invest $159 or even $129. All we want is to cover the cost of ingredients and keep this site running for as long as possible. But with inflation, supply chain issues, and how difficult and expensive it is to source the ingredients for Youthful Brain, soon we may have to charge $99 just to barely break even. And even though $99 for one bottle is surely a lot less than ignoring the problems and ending up in a nursing home, only on this website and nowhere else, you can get your very own 30-day supply of Youthful Brain for a one-time, 100% risk-free investment of $69. That's right, just $69. And because we're so grateful you made it this far into the presentation, which means you're serious about protecting your future, if you order a 3 or 6 month package, we'll give you an even bigger discount and some valuable bonuses. Here's why. While many users experience noticeable benefits in as little as a couple of weeks, the real magic happens after 90 days or more. Dr. Sam has seen the effects of Youthful Brain firsthand on thousands upon thousands of patients. That's why he recommends you take 2 pills per day for at least 90 days. Youthful Brain floods the brain with the nutrients it needs to repair itself and function at 110%. But like any bodily process, this repair takes time and consistency. It takes time to build the concentration of nutrients in the brain up to effective levels. And unfortunately, because of our basic biology, these levels drop rapidly unless they are maintained. It's like pushing a boulder up a hill and stopping right before you reach the top. The boulder starts rolling backwards, putting you right back at square one. But on the flip side, the longer you take Youthful Brain, the sharper you'll feel. So, to make sure you see all the benefits the studies suggest and that other users have experienced, it's important you take Youthful Brain every day. This is doubly true if you're already showing early symptoms, like forgetting names and words mid-sentence, not remembering where your keys are, or walking into rooms and blanking on why you were there in the first place. And if you're over 50, Dr. Sam's general recommendation is to take Youthful Brain for at least 3 to 6 months, which is why we offer the steepest discounts on these multi-bottle packages. Choosing the 3 or 6 month package truly is the smart decision. Because imagine feeling razor sharp, flying through crossword puzzles, and more like your old self again than you have in years, only to then notice you're out of Youthful Brain and we're out of stock. High demand and the difficulty in sourcing ingredients that meet our quality standards mean that it can be several months between each delivery of Youthful Brain from our manufacturers. So, if you run out at the wrong time, you may end up waiting weeks or even months before you can reorder, and there's no guarantee the price won't have to increase in the meantime. And as you're waiting, you'll notice yourself slipping again. You'll feel foggy, sluggish, and slow. Names, dates, and passwords that were easy to remember are now once again on the tip of your tongue instead. And the crossword puzzles you were flying through seem much more difficult now. But it doesn't have to be that way. Because today, you can get our 3 and 6 month packages at an incredibly steep discount. Both of these discounted packages come with free shipping, so you won't spend a dime to get your delivery. But that's not all. If you're smart and decide to order a 3 or 6 month supply, you'll also get 2 brain-boosting bonuses worth $59.96, absolutely free. Brain-boosting bonus number 1, 7 days to a younger brain. Inside, you'll discover Dr. Sam's proven 7-day step-by-step plug-and-play program you can use to jumpstart your brain and protect it for life. Plus, the top 12 foods that fight brain aging. The memory vitamin you should never take as a supplement. A quick and easy trick you can do once a day to boost your short-term memory, have fewer senior moments, and feel more alert almost instantly, and much, much more. The next bonus, the truth about brain games. This free report will show you the 7 best free brain games to help you keep your mind razor sharp. The scary reason Dr. Sam recommends avoiding any paid brain games. And the simple 20-minute game you can play 3 times per week that sharpens thinking and mental performance. All that and so much more. I can't wait for you to read it. Look, we want to make sure you're completely satisfied and get the results you are hoping for. So if you invest in the 3 or 6 month package, we'll give you the 2 bonus reports absolutely free. And we'll give the folks who chose the 6 month package an additional 3 surprise bonuses. You'll get lifetime access to your free bonuses the minute you place your order, which should go to show how confident I am that you'll love what Youthful Brain has in store for you. Now, one thing I've noticed recently is that more and more people choose to invest in the 6 month package. From a value standpoint, it's obvious why. The 6 month package saves them a total of $960 and includes 5 free bonuses worth $159.96. But what about the deeper reasoning? When asked, most folks tell me they chose to invest in the 6 month supply because they want the long-term peace of mind Youthful Brain gives. Others tell me they know a few friends, relatives, or loved ones who could also use Youthful Brain, or that they've been struggling with their memory for some time, are worried about how much damage there is, and want to give the Youthful Brain the time it needs for the repairs. Whatever the reason, it's clear that with such high demand and the limited supplies available, the 6 month package is the smart and safe choice for you today. Especially since I can't guarantee this offer will still be available if you leave this page and come back later. You don't need to worry you might not use it all fast enough. Our special bottling process keeps the ingredients in Youthful Brain as fresh and as potent as the minute they left the lab for at least 2 years. So don't hesitate to stock up today for maximum savings. And please, know that you won't find this deal anywhere else. We do not sell at this price on Amazon or any other website. The only place you can enjoy the maximum savings on Youthful Brain is right here on this page, and the page will only be up for as long as we have remaining stock. If you're skeptical, we totally understand. Most folks have been told there's no way to protect their cognition as they age. But unlike our competitors, I am so confident that Youthful Brain works that I'm going to give you our ironclad 180-day money-back guarantee. That's right. You have 180 days to experience for yourself the difference Youthful Brain can make. And if you're not completely satisfied for any reason whatsoever, we will promptly issue a full, hassle-free refund, no questions asked. All you need to do is get in touch with our friendly customer support staff within 180 days of your purchase. The contact information is right on the bottle. This means you have almost a half a year to decide if Youthful Brain is for you or not. And remember, your order today is a simple, one-time payment with no subscriptions or hidden charges. Just scroll down and choose the best value 6-month package or that package that's right for you. Once you click on your chosen package, you'll be taken to an encrypted secure checkout page. Just fill in your payment details using a credit card. After that, we'll quickly send you your order in a discreet package for maximum privacy. Again, Youthful Brain is in extremely high demand, and each new batch sells out quickly. It can take us anywhere from 3 to 9 months to produce a new batch because we're only willing to use the purest ingredients, because only the purest ingredients are potent enough to work the way the scientific research suggests. But sourcing enough of these ingredients to meet the high demand is a constant battle. On top of that, we have a third-party lab that tests each batch of Youthful Brain for quality and purity. That way you can be sure you're not taking in any heavy metals, fillers, or harmful bacteria that may be present in other products. Finally, every batch is bottled in a GMP-certified facility right here in the good old US of A with our special bottling process that keeps every single tablet fresh for at least 2 years. All that extra effort to ensure you get the highest quality product takes time and involves a lot of people. Add that to the rising demand and the distribution challenges that everything going on in the world right now creates, it's fair to say that Youthful Brain is likely to run out of stock soon if it hasn't already. That's why, if it's still available and you decide not to try it today, I can't promise it will be available later. Think about it. As you're watching this video, thousands of men and women across the country are enjoying the peace of mind for the future that only Youthful Brain can give them. They're enjoying time with friends, family, and grandchildren without having to worry about embarrassing senior moments. They're learning new skills and making the most of their golden years, feeling sharp as a tack. So it's no wonder they keep asking us for more bottles for them and their loved ones. That's why, if Youthful Brain is still available, I urge you not to wait. Remember, when you order Youthful Brain, you have a full 180 days to try it and decide if it's for you. So when you choose the 6-month package below, all you're really doing is saying, maybe. If it's not for you, you can return it for a full refund, no questions asked. You can even keep all 5 of the bonuses as our way of saying, thank you for giving us a fair shot. But if, or rather when, you experience the night and day difference to your cognition and memory that Youthful Brain can make, then so long as you select the 6-month package, you'll have enough to last until we can get another batch. Now, before we finish the presentation, I want to share with you the 4th and 5th brain killer compounds Dr. Sam has discovered. Number 4, diacetyl. I don't know about you, but I love to eat warm, buttery popcorn, especially while I watch movies. There's something about the smell or the mixture of the salty goodness with the buttery flavor that I just can't get enough of. Here's the kicker. That same buttery flavor in home popcorn is actually diacetyl, a brain toxin that crosses a blood-brain barrier, a defense mechanism that prevents harmful substances from entering the brain. And diacetyl is bad news for your memory. It causes beta-amyloid clumping, which is a significant indicator of Alzheimer's. You won't see diacetyl on the labels, but if you see artificial flavors or natural flavors, you should avoid it at all costs. And finally, we have the 5th brain killer, aluminum. Dr. Sam wrote his master's thesis on the role of heavy metals on Alzheimer's. Aluminum is a known neurotoxin. In the 1970s, all autopsies revealed that people that had Alzheimer's had a larger than normal concentration of aluminum in their brain. Unfortunately, aluminum is everywhere. It's in drinking water supplements and acids, deodorants, cans, foils, and is commonly used in cookware. Your best bet is to look for aluminum-free deodorants, baking powder, and antacids. And always ensure your supplements have been third-party tested for heavy metals. Remember, Youthful Brain has to do everything we say it will. If it doesn't, then we insist you send back the bottles, even if they're all empty. For a prompt and friendly refund, Dr. Sam and I want to offer you our sincerest thanks for watching this presentation, and we want to congratulate you for taking what we believe is a gigantic step towards protecting your brain as you age. And if you're still thinking about it, I just want to ask you to take a second and imagine what awaits you if you don't choose Youthful Brain today. You might decide to spend more time and money looking for other solutions. This might take weeks or even months. In the meantime, whether you notice it immediately or not, your memory and cognitive abilities may continue to worsen, perhaps beyond even Youthful Brain's power to restore. Or maybe you believe the problem is normal for someone your age, or that your symptoms aren't that serious. This is what Dr. Sam refers to as the head in the sand solution, because the truth is, the longer you try to ignore brain health issues, the harder they become to repair. But it doesn't have to be that way. Select the 6-month package below right now, risk absolutely nothing thanks to our ironclad 180-day guarantee, and get the peace of mind you deserve. After you click the button, you'll be taken to our encrypted and secure order form where you can place your order using a credit card. We'll then immediately ship your bottles directly to your home. And no matter where you live, the 3- and 6-month packages come with free shipping and the brain-boosting bonuses we went through earlier, which you'll be able to access immediately. That's it from us. Thank you for watching, and God bless. You still there? If so, that means you probably still have some questions for me. Let me take a moment to answer some of our most frequently asked questions. It may very well answer yours. The first question is, how big is the tablet? The tablets are comparable to a small Advil and are very easy to swallow. Many customers report how much nicer it is to take a small tablet instead of a big horse pill you commonly see with other products. Next question. Do I have to refrigerate them? Nope. Youthful Brain just needs to be stored in a cool, dry place, although it won't hurt to refrigerate the bottles. You can travel with them or mail them to a friend with no hassles. Question 3. How long before I'll receive my package? Most orders are shipped next day and often same day. You can expect to receive your pack in 2 to 5 days, depending on how far you are from our warehouse. Question 4. Do I have to take it with a meal? You don't need to take Youthful Brain with food. In fact, it will probably work better on an empty stomach. Next question. How does the Youthful Brain formula work to improve my memory and give me a clearer mind? Well, there are a number of mechanisms that impact brain health. If you combine ingredients that are safe and that work along these different pathways, you can maximize brain support. So really, it's the combination of ingredients working across the spectrum of pathways to optimize brain health and memory. Another common question we get is, what makes Youthful Brain better from other products on the market? Well, it is unique in the fact that it's providing a combination of natural ingredients shown to improve brain health, including ingredients that work synergistically together. The Youthful Brain formula was put together in a thoughtful, powerful, complementary way where each element in this formulation supports the others. We also do third-party testing to ensure each batch of Youthful Brain contains no heavy metals or toxins. This is something few supplement companies do. Next question. What are the benefits of long-term continuous use? Although customers report feeling its effects within 30 minutes, the available data suggests that the effects continue to improve the longer you take it. In fact, don't expect your full results for 2 to 3 months. This is really a long-term commitment to your health. You can anticipate continued benefit over time. The final frequently asked question we get is, can I buy Youthful Brain in stores? The answer to this one is no. We deliver Youthful Brain straight to you, allowing us to cut out the middleman, saving you money. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Vitality Now family and congratulate you on the wise decision to invest in your new, healthier life. Well, I'm sure there will be more questions, but that's it for today. Try Youthful Brain by scanning this QR code or go to youthfulbrain555.com in order to get up to 40% off.